Hey guys, it's Megan. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and if you are returning, then welcome back. Today's video is going to be a current non-beauty favorites. I found whenever I was kind of writing up my favorites list for August, which I know we're in the middle of September, so it's not an August favorites, but I found when I was writing up all of my favorites that I had way too many for one video, so I decided to separate it into current beauty and current non-beauty. So today's a really random set of things that I'm loving, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a like down below, and we're just gonna get into this, and of course we are starting with food. So all of my favorites except for one are from Trader Joe's, so I apologize if you do not have Trader Joe's available to you, but it's just what we're working with. So first up, I mean, all of these you can find like variations of them, so it's really not that bad. But first I have the Trader Joe's Organic Apple Fruit Sauce Crushers. This is basically just applesauce in a pouch, and it's made for children, but whatever, I eat them anyway, I don't care. But I love these. One thing that you probably don't know about me is applesauce is my comfort food. It's my sick food. Whenever I'm not feeling well, applesauce is what makes me feel better, and so I really like to have applesauce on hand at all times, just in case I'm not feeling well and I need to eat something. But this also is just a really easy grab and go snack that I take with me to work most of the time, and I really love it. I mean, it's just applesauce, but it's really great, and I like these little pouches that have the spouts and the caps because I don't know, it's just more travel friendly, so I love these a lot, and I know that they make all kinds of these, and you can definitely find some in your local store if you're into trying them. This is the most like first world problems type food in the world. Actually, two of these are kind of first world problem foods, but this one is just kind of ridiculous, but also kind of amazing, and it's the Trader Joe's cage-free fresh hard-cooked peeled eggs. So these are boiled eggs, but they're already peeled, and so it's just like all of the work is done for you. And I know it's ridiculous to buy these and to buy plain eggs when I could just boil them myself, but it's just so nice to have them all conveniently already peeled and boiled and just be able to grab and go every day. I'm all about the grab and go with my foods. It's totally worth the convenience of having them already done. Love these a lot. Definitely is available in other stores, so if you like boiled eggs but hate the process of having to boil them, then this is for you. And just to round off my Trader Joe's favorites, I have these oven toasted old-fashioned organic oats. I've gotten so into making my own oatmeal in the last couple of months just because I've been trying to keep more track of what foods I'm eating. Instead of buying instant oatmeal packets, which have a lot of sugar and additives in them, I've started buying just these oats, which all it is as far as ingredients is organic whole grain rolled oats. And what I do is I cook these on the stove with unsweetened almond milk, and then I normally will chop up a big bowl of fruit every week. So my recent favorite mix has been strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, and peaches. And then I'll just take a couple of scoops of that and dump that into the oatmeal, and then a tablespoon or teaspoon, depending on what kind of spoons I have available, honestly, of brown sugar and a little bit of cinnamon to sweeten it and give it a little bit something extra. And it's just so freaking delicious. It's the best oatmeal I've ever had, and I don't know if I will ever go back to instant oatmeal because this is so good, and it really only takes a few minutes to make. Last food favorite is the most bougie of all favorite foods, but it is the Simple Mills Farmhouse Cheddar Almond Flour Crackers. These basically are just made to be gluten-free, and it's a stupid thing. I hate the whole gluten-free trend, but I actually have tried from one of our local restaurants almond flour chips because we like to get the chips and guacamole there, and I just really like the texture of almond flour. So I found these, and it's basically like Cheez-Its, but it's got a different texture to Cheez-Its. It's got that almond flour texture to it, and I really like it, and it's really delicious. And so this is one of my favorite snacks for after work, and I really love these a lot. And they're so expensive. It's criminal how expensive they are, but I keep buying them, so gotta throw them in here. They're one of my favorites. All right, next I want to talk about a couple of things that are tangible that I actually have here before we get into the intangibles. So my next favorite is 2 jewelry pieces, and they are these earrings and this necklace. So these are both from the Stellar collection on Majuri.com, and they're a collaboration with Lauren Elizabeth here on YouTube, who is one of my recent favorite YouTubers. She should be a part of this. I love her. She is one of my current non-beauty favorites. They are all stars, and I have just been really into stars lately. I wanted something dainty as far as a necklace that I could wear every day, and I wanted some new earrings that I could wear every day, and these just worked so perfectly. So I love these. I've been wearing them every day. They go with everything because I always wear gold, and I love them a lot. I think the quality is really nice for the price that you pay for them. And yeah, I can't recommend these enough. And Majuri has a lot of great stuff on their website, so if you're looking for some new jewelry, definitely check them out. The next favorite is here, but you can't really see it. It's actually right here behind me on my bed. It is a memory foam topper from Costco, and it has revolutionized my bed game. I love it so much. It basically is like about yay thick of blue memory foam, and then it comes with a fitted sheet almost cover that goes over it, and oh my gosh, it has made my bed so much more comfortable. I feel like when I get in, I just kind of sink into it, and it's like a big old hug, and I love it. I love my bed so much, but I love that topper because my back was starting to hurt with my mattress, and it is about $100 fix for the problem of actually needing to buy a new mattress. So definitely check that out if you're looking to kind of up your mattress game, up your sleep game, because it's worth it. It's so freaking good. And then my last tangible favorites are some classic movies. A couple of weeks ago, whenever Hurricane Harvey hit, we stayed home all weekend. We're in Austin, so we weren't hit as hard as Houston, thank goodness. But we did have some pretty heavy rainfall and hard blowing wind, so we just stayed home all weekend and watched a bunch of movies. And one of the movies we watched was Clue on Netflix, or I think it was either Netflix or Hulu, I honestly can't remember. But I realized how much I love older movies, and we just did not have a bunch of them that we owned. And so, long story short, I got a gift card to Amazon, and I ordered a few of my favorite classic movies. And so I have a few of them here for you. We've watched all but one at this point, and we have one in our Blu-ray player right now. But we got Brigadoon, which is a musical set in Scotland about a town that's not on the map, that is basically frozen in time, and they're awake one day every 100 years. So when they go to sleep, they wake up and it's 100 years later, and to them it's like no time has passed. So it's really, really good. I love the music. I've seen the actual play itself a couple of times, and I had seen the movie before, and I just love it. I love musicals. I love classic musicals. So this was one of the ones I got. For Ryan's birthday, one of his favorite movies from when he was little that I always hear him talk about but I've never actually watched with him is Oklahoma. And so I got this for him for his birthday, and we watched it, I think, the week of his birthday. But this one's so much fun. I love it, and he loves it. And it's just Oklahoma. Everybody knows Oklahoma. The one that's in my Blu-ray player right now is My Fair Lady with Audrey Hepburn, which, again, everyone should know if you don't already. But it's great. I love her so much. And my last movie is also another one of hers that is actually one of my favorite Audrey Hepburn movies that I never hear anybody talk about. It's Funny Face. So this one's about a fashion magazine and a girl who works in a bookshop, and she's a philosophy student, basically. I mean, not like literal student, but she just loves philosophy and wants to learn more about philosophy. And this fashion magazine recruits her basically to become the face of their magazine and go to Paris, and the way they encourage her to do it is because there's a philosopher there in Paris that she wants to meet. So she agrees to do it even though she doesn't agree with everything the magazine stands for. And I just love it so much. And Fred Astaire is in it. He's got some killer dance moves, and it's just a great movie. Now I think we're gonna move into the intangible items on my list here. So I'm gonna start with a movie, since we've already talked about movies. One of the recent movies that we saw is Ingrid Goes West, and I feel like it has not gotten enough hype. It is so good. And I think that there might be a little bit of controversy in the YouTube space, especially for the people that have YouTube as a job or social media influencers as a whole, because the whole movie basically shines a light on how messed up social media has made us in recent years. It's all about this girl who is just obsessed with being like this social media influencer that she follows, and she just wants them to be best friends, and she idolizes this girl who's not even a real person anymore because she is so obsessed with being this perfect version of herself that everyone loves on Instagram. So, I don't know, I think it just does a really great job of pointing out how messed up that culture is and how it's not okay to idolize people that aren't even true people themselves. I mean, it's about just being fake for the sake of looking perfect on social media, and that is not the way that people should be. And so it definitely like made me scale back a little bit and think about it and think, okay, what do I want out of this whole YouTube thing? I think for just the average consumer or the average person, just don't worry so much about how perfect everything looks on your social media. You don't have to have the perfect selfie or the perfect picture or the perfect caption or the perfect number of likes or views or subscribers. It really, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't matter. So I really loved Ingrid Goes West. It really just, in a funny way, makes you think about all of that. So definitely check it out if you are into, actually, if you're a millennial, it's applicable to you. So if you haven't seen it yet, definitely do. Kind of tangible, but not tangible because I don't have it here. I have a pair of Ray-Bans, and I'll put a picture here. And they are the round Ray-Bans with the black lenses and the gold frames. I love them. I have very much embraced kind of like a 70s feel with this middle part hair, and those glasses just kind of make me feel it. You know what I mean? So I love them a lot. I'm really an addict of Ray-Bans. I don't know if I'll ever buy another pair of sunglasses because I trust them. I love their polarized lenses, and they last forever. So moving on to my next one, I have a favorite TV show that I've been watching over the last couple of months, and it is CW's The Flash. I am a fan of Grant Gustin, who used to be on Glee, and I just have been wanting to try out one of the CW DC shows, but I've never been all that interested in Arrow, and I didn't really care that much about Supergirl. The Flash is just the only one that seemed appealing to me, and it had really good ratings. And I really enjoyed it. I think that it's a very good show. Would definitely watch the rest of it once more of it comes out. And I think that the cast is awesome. I love Barry. I love Cisco. I love Iris and Joe. I think that the character of Caitlin Snow, I don't know if it's just Danielle Panabaker's acting or if Caitlin is just supposed to be that way, but I don't love Caitlin Snow. I don't know. Just leaves something to be desired. But overall, I think the show is great, and I love the story, even though it can be kind of confusing, but it's really, really good. And if you're looking for a new show, it's on Netflix, and I would recommend it. And then my last two favorites are some music favorites. The first is a song. It's the song Faded Heart by Borns. I love it. It has been giving me all of the nostalgic vibes from when his first album came out, and I really, really love it. It's pure Borns. Like, I like it whenever artists sound the same from album to album, and I don't love it whenever they change completely. I don't think that artists should necessarily be someone new with each album, and so I love it whenever people kind of sound a little bit the same. Like, I love Borns. I don't think he needs to change his sound at all. So yeah, I really love that song. Definitely check it out. I'll leave it linked down below. And then the next is a band that I've really been enjoying, and it is Wallows, which is the band that is led by the guy who plays Clay in 13 Reasons Why. Their music is so good. It's very California alternative rock. It reminds me a lot of like Rooney, which is one of my favorite bands. So yeah, I really like their music. I'll leave anything that I can find on them linked down below. Definitely check it out. But yeah, I think that is everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this setup for favorites this month. I know it was a little different, and I know I've been missing for a while, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this kind of random mishmash of products, especially the food. I love the food. I'm looking at this like ready to have a snack, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this video today. If you did, hit the like button down below, and I will leave another favorites video, probably my last favorites video, linked right up here. And I'd like to subscribe if you would like to do so. Please do. Join the fam. Check out my stuff. I've got a million videos for you to look at. But I think I'm just going to leave it there. I hope you guys have a great one, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!